Hello, beautiful supporters and patrons of OnStage Playhouse. It's your artistic director, James P. Darvas, coming back at you today. This thing keeps hitting me in the face because it's hot and windy outside. Um, but I'll persevere. I'll probably smack it a couple times throughout. I want to say hello and I want to wish everybody good health, and I hope everybody's weathering this storm the best way possible. So I'm here to introduce you to our sixth and final show of next season. I guess if I had to pick a play that I'm most excited about, I think it's this one, especially because it is a world premiere. It's never been done anywhere in the entire world before as a full length production. So I'm excited about that. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. I would be remiss if I did not thank the donors that have made donations from the last video that I posted. So a huge special thank you to Sandra, Stephanie, and Rosemary. You make my heart sing. Things are getting a little difficult as things go on. So every time I get a ping that says somebody made a donation, it gives me a little more gas to rev up and keep moving in the right direction. So thank you from all of us at OnStage Playhouse. Thank you so very much. And not just you three, everybody that's donated through the whole process. It's been really wonderful. If you haven't donated and you'd want to donate, or if you want to donate again, onstageplayhouse.org, click the donation button, or send a paper check to 291 3rd Avenue, Chula Vista, California, 91910. Thank you. All right. Stupid. Also, I put on a button-down shirt today, which was just for you guys. It's very fancy. I feel very retro. I feel like I'm in the late 50s, early 60s. Might be the headband thing because my hair's out of control. Who knows? I'm feeling all right. Okay. Also, our third episode of Q2Q has been posted online. It's going to be attached to this email as well. That you get in your email box. That's with the lovely and talented Pat Lorner. A really interesting interview giving an insight to a theater critic in town and what goes through their minds when they're watching different stories being told on different stages throughout the county. Look forward to that. Our next Q2Q will be released very soon. A wonderful Wendy Waddell, who you saw in Carrie. So that'll be coming to you shortly as well. All right, so the next play, the final play in our next season, I'm going to hold up what's it called? A prop maybe, or a visual something. I'm going to hold up a picture. This is the picture. I hope you know who that is, or I hope you know who painted that picture. This picture was painted by a young Pablo Picasso. Our sixth show of the next season is called Blue Period. It is written by Charles Borkus, who is a local playwright. He spends half his time here in San Diego and half his time in New York City. I've gotten to know him rather well over the last couple months. We did a short staged reading of this piece a few months back. Then we had a workshop get together with some actors and we read it and offered some more feedback. And I've gotten two subsequent different versions since then. So it's an ongoing process. I'm very excited. If you saw it before, there's some changes. It's just wonderful to be able to do a world premiere at OnStage Playhouse. And it'll be directed by myself. I'm very much drawn to the material. I was actually shocked how much I was drawn to the material from the first time I read it throughout the entire process. So it's always good to have somebody passionate connected with the project. That would be me. It also blows my mind that Herbert Seguenza, the playwright in resident at the San Diego Rep, will be playing one of the characters in the show. And Jose Ballestaria, who I know I mispronounced his name. I asked him for a phonetic spelling of it. He said he trusted me. I told him it's probably a really bad decision to do that. However, that's how I pronounced it. Jose is beautiful. Inside out, talented, amazing. Was last seen in Bad Hombres, Good Wives at the Rep, and was in a fabulous production of Cloud Tectonics, directed by Mr. Seguenza out at New Village Arts. I believe it was last season. He received some really good praise for that. It's a wonderful person. So to have those two people attached is amazing. There's two other characters, obviously Pablo Picasso and the female character in the show. We'll hold auditions and see people for those later on down the line when we get closer to the time. One thing that I loved when I was doing some research, so Pablo Picasso's Blue Period was from 1901 to 1904. And it was a period when he was painting how can we put it, people down on their luck, not royalty, not people that were very happy. He was painting drunkards and prostitutes and street people, and used blues and some grays and a little bit of greens. And when asked, he said, I started the blue period when I learned of Casa Hamas's death. And Casa Hamas is a very big character in the play Blue Period, and we get to see why Picasso was thrown into that blue period in 1901. And it's beautiful, and it's smart, and it's sexy, and it's funny, and I can't tell you how excited I am that I get to bring it to life. There was another quote that I found very, very interesting, because somebody asked him why his paintings changed throughout his career, and this quote stuck with me. It said, colors, like features, follow the changes of emotion. I like that a lot. Do with it what you will. All right, so I am still have some time. I'm only at 6 minutes, which is the shortest video ever. I want to give you guys a couple recommendations of things that have been helping me get through this very tumultuous time. I started viewing a television show on Hulu called Mrs. America with Cate Blanchett. Fascinating, somewhat truthful, with a little bit of dramatic changes for effect, about trying to pass the Equal Rights Amendment. I think I might be wrong, but it was focusing on female equality, and it shows a really interesting perspective. There's characters of Gloria Steinem, Tracy Ullman's in it. It's wonderful, so check it out. I also just finished a novel called The Color of Water that I was enamored with. The Color of Water, again, is the title. I don't have the playwright because it's sitting in the room, and I don't want to record this again because it's the 5th time. However, it's the story of a young African-American man telling the story of his white Jewish mother, and how it was growing up in New York in the 40s and 50s, in that type of, I don't want to say situation, but having, being interracial and interspiritual, actually. It was wonderful. It's an old book. My neighborhood has these great little libraries in front of people's houses, and I take books and I put them in, and then I take one out, and I just blindly take one out, and I took that one out, and it had a profound effect on me. So, I don't know, read it. And then musically, I've been listening to Fiona Apple's latest album called Fetch the Bolt Cutters. An amazing look inside the brain of an extremely talented artist, and I love it. All right, I'll be coming at you again in the next couple of days with another email about our season subscriptions for next year, about the rest of this season this year, and just let you in on all the tough decisions that we've been forced to make in the past couple weeks. I want to keep you interested. I want to keep you abreast to everything, and I want you to know how grateful I am for you. We can't do what we do without you, and in the challenging times, that's when we know how strong we are, and I feel pretty strong right now. So on that note, I'm going to let you go. As always, I'm grateful and I'm thankful to you, and I can't wait to see you in the near future. My soul is pretty dark because I'm missing interacting with everybody and being able to tell stories and listening to your accolades and your constructive criticism. All right, I'm rambling. Thank you so much. I'll be in touch with you soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.